Alright gamers, this game we're going to be playing Ashe Melia into Zayajana. And we're going to be trying out Crit Ashe, which is, as of this patch, probably her best build by far. Which unfortunately I didn't notice when I recorded my previous Ashe video, so we're going to correct it. I'm going to show you the best way to play Ashe on this patch. This is actually my second time trying to record this. I already played a game just before this one. It was a fine game, I would have made it the video, except, unfortunately, about halfway through the game, I had some kind of freeze. My PC just kind of froze for like 10 seconds. When I came back, I could play the game just fine. I thought everything was fine after that, but I looked at the recording. She might have started queuing. I need to actually let myself be zoned here. They have a stronger leg game than us anyway. So I played the game out normally, then I looked at the recording after, and I realized, oh, my voice sounds like an alien trying to communicate with our species. So that's all we have. Just sleep the background. Trying to gather for as long as I can. Just jump on me, but I wanted to be as low as possible, so therefore it was not a viable commentary at all. Should be fine. Kai'Sa's not currently in position to follow up. Oh, could have done with dodging that, but that's fine. At least I get it blocked by Emilio. So yeah, unfortunately I had to throw that game out the window. If I remember, maybe I'll let it clip of what that sounded like. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it still wasn't a waste of time though, because it showed me actually just how strong the Ashe build is once it's actually scaled. And also how good Ashe actually scales with her W with AD right now, which makes the build path of Yunpel actually really good so long as you can base on BF sword. Compared to on previous patches, we need to disengage here. I can't let her land her final auto of her passive. And it also showed me, wow, just how weak Ashe's early game is compared to previous patches. You know, since her rework. Because even at level 6, level 7, I was really feeling the lack of the plus 20% damage on autos that Ashe used to have. So we definitely need to play Ashe as more of a scaling pick now, especially with the crit build. I wonder if she had vision there, because she certainly shouldn't have been scared of me. And also, I'm going to be running Bloodline here because it also showed me that early game Ashe now just kind of plays more through her W than her auto attacks. Like, Ashe isn't, like, bad early game, but more of her strength is put in her W compared to her auto attacks compared to before. So because we're not really playing around our auto attacks as much anymore, I also feel like there's not as much value in alacrity. And especially because Bloodline also sort of indirectly got buffed, but, or it's, like, sort of better when we're doing crit because we're doing extra damage from the first auto, from our crit, we have more chances to lifesteal, more HP now. And so we're gonna get higher value out of that. Like, if we're gonna go for scaling, we'll commit to the scaling, and Bloodline scales better than Alacrity. And note that this doesn't necessarily make Ashe an actual scaling ADC. I feel like no matter what build you do on Ashe, she's still kind of like an all-rounder pick, but she's going to be biased towards one or another. Like, if you go Kraken Slayer, you're more early to mid-game biased, and if you go Crit build, you're more late-game biased. But either way, regardless of where you shine, you don't shine that much in that stage of the game. You kind of shine at all stages of the game equally, more or less. Whereas it used to be that she was definitely, like, super early-game focused no matter what. So now you have more of a chance of carrying games in the mid to late game with the new Ashe, especially with this build. Anyway, it looks like this game is actually... The early game is going much better than my previous game, where I didn't get the base for BF sword until like 10 minutes in or something. I'm actually going to get BF sword on first base here, which is quite nice. Yeah, I just deal negative damage at the moment, though. When I finally base for a BF sword, you're going to see that my damage is going to massively increase on my W. My auto attack's still not so much. Again, we're missing 20% damage, or 15% damage compared to the previous Ashe. Let's see, could I actually base here? Next wave is a kind of wave. So yeah, if we can crash this wave, I'm going to try and ping Emilio that we want to shove here. And if we can crash this and they don't freeze, then it's a perfect base opportunity where I'll get a pretty big component. Perfect. This should be Emilio that prevents her from freezing, not me. That way I actually get the base, hopefully. If she doesn't cancel me with her W, which she should be trying to do. Because she should identify just how good of a base timing this is for me. You can also base for a dagger here. I definitely don't need to go for refillable.
I loved my mother. I loved my battle sister. I loved my people. It is because of this love that I fight.
Anyway, where's John? Is she just roaming or what? And yeah, because we based on a cannon wave, fortunate that these two melees are going to go under turret. Seems like this cannon just barely didn't. I think I probably would have got it anyway, but still, it's quite nice. I didn't actually get to see how much my W damage increased when I bought BF Sword, by the way, but oh well. Anyway, I mean, it's got a 110% ratio, right? So BF Sword gives me 40 AD. That's at least a 40 damage increase per W. And it's 110%, so it's a little bit more than that, but I'm no good at math. I can't pull out a calculator mid-game because I'm not playing support.
They think me cold.
After lost it.
Things the Southerners cannot imagine.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if also potentially you could just switch to some kind of lethality Ashe playstyle. Maybe that's something to try out in a future video. For now, it's just me spitballing ideas out there. I have no idea if that's good or not. Yeah, when I lost at these minions, for example, it's because it does the full damage on the first auto compared to the previous Ashe. If I needed to actually sustain, and it did kind of, I am actually missing some HP. I'm getting so much more benefit out of lifesteal. Well, I mean, not really, because I haven't actually got crit yet, but in general, I will be getting so much more benefit out of lifesteal. I'll use my E, because I don't know when I'm going to lose vision. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Holy fuck his damage, by the way. Gotta switch focus to Nocturne for now. And I got her. I think actually my BF sword is the reason why I killed her with that W. Funnily enough, I also played with Amelia last game too. We should be crashing this wave. We shouldn't base yet. No. Okay, thank god. And this kept happening with the previous Amelia as well, where his Q just kept happening at the worst time and one-shotting my casters, but this time I didn't actually kill them, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, hopefully on my next base I should be able to get at least 500, well, 400 gold even. So surely I can buy a dagger here, right? So now we have 50 AD in our components. If we were doing like the Kraken Slayer build path, how much AD would that be? That would be 35 at best compared to 50, and this component is not even that good, so I'd be going for this. So it would only be like 20 AD or something. Maybe 30. It's kind of hard to hit Janna with my W considering how fast she is. She walks in and out of the range fairly easily. Oh, I don't have ult at the moment. Maybe soon, though. I don't need to use my ult at the moment. Akram can just solo her. If she flashes away, then I could ult. Nice one. Okay, he wants to do Drake. If we shove this in time, we can. Let's try and shove fast. It's not really the crash I wanted, though. For now, I think I'm gonna have to shove another wave. Hopefully they're able to just do that by themselves. Even at the minions, you can just see that this is doing more damage than the old W used to. Also, I can just base for Yuntal now. This guy nearly has this finish, so it's whatever. Okay, so we're just chilling. We should scale better than Kai'Sa, I imagine. So this matchup is pretty good for us in that sense, the way it's playing out. Kai'Sa would have preferred definitely to have some sort of engage. With a Janna Amelia matchup is just ideal for both ADCs to just chill and scale up. It's hard for either support to go super aggressive. But obviously that's going to benefit whichever ADC scales hardest. So this would have been like a perfect Velos lane, for example. And for now, we have a little bit of crit, but still not much. So our passive is still not really dealing any extra damage, almost at all. But it's starting to get there. But our W does decent damage. Still not super spammable. We just need one more level up for that still. Trying to hide behind minions so she can't hit me with her W. Potentially I would like to pick up this rose when it spawns. I'm going to try and push. I managed to hit her. Nice. I was mostly focusing though on just pushing the mini wave so she can contest the rose. And this is all of the damage I've done just with my W. Pretty crazy, right? Yeah. That's where most of my damage is at the moment. As I get more crit, I'll get a little bit more damage through auto attacks, but mostly any bullying that we do as Ashe right now is just through the W. So this is the strongest part of Ashe's lane phase, is literally just her level 9. It's not level 1 or level 2 like it used to be. Because our auto attacks are just terrible, and it takes a while for that to actually fix itself. Yeah. Not much Cassie can do to fight back here. It's so weird just not actually dealing extra damage on the second auto though. It's such a habit that I've built up on Ashe through the years, such an expectation. Alright, this plating is going to be really tanky, and we're not basically going to kind of wave side raw the base now to make sure the enemy bot doesn't get hit back in time to make me miss farm. And so the second item that we're going to go for here is going to be either Runance or Phantom Dancer, both fairly popular. Runance is the most popular. Phantom Dancer is actually the one with the highest win rate, so maybe that could be better. But it's not got a ton of sample size either way. Neither one of them do, because the script build is still very new. Not many people are doing it so far. So either way, I'm not going to read too much into the data. I'll just say, you know, pick whichever you prefer. I like Runance, I like Wave Clear. It also works nicely with the lifesteal that I've built. So if I can just use my auto attacks to clear a wave instead of using W, then I get more lifesteal per wave. So that's perfect for me. Janna's potentially in this brush, right? Yep. Ow, ow, ow. Oh! Wait, I keep trying to kite her, but I was trying to be outside of her range, but I never was outside of her range. Alright, my bad. That was surprisingly aggressive from them, either way. Wasn't expecting it. She also never was in her turret. Alright, my bad. Clearly I just needed to back off there. I was just hoping I could space her, but I couldn't. Mostly because of my own failing. I assume they used pretty much everything. The only thing I know for sure they used was the Janna flash ult and Kai'Sa ult. Yeah, Tuatas did a decent amount of damage there. We're on 22% crit now, so quite a fair amount. Oops, got some auto there because I'm not used to not running Electri, I suppose. Really good damage there, 200. That basically was a 404 damage Q overall. 405 there again, Jesus. Oh, this is them getting caught this time. Come on! Okay, she's dead. Wait, no. Fuck. Oh, thank God. I just need to walk out, make sure I don't die to the Janna Q. Oh, shit, maybe I could have helped. Whoa. Okay, perfect. Stay away from this thing so I don't take free damage. Small as it would be. Nice kite, thank you, thank you. Nice abandonment. I feel like I wasn't necessarily alone there at the start, right? I feel like I got helped by the end. Fire didn't show up, I might have ended up dying. I'm not sure whether Nocturne could have reached me or not.
Plan or try. This is the will of Avarosa.
Okay, I can go mid, that's fine. We're definitely playing at an elo where there's less value in the ADC just sidelining all the time, because they actually defend lanes here. So instead I would rather be grouped. Since there's no, well, very little bad macro to take advantage of here.
Try. They are all. Unstoppable.
It could be Janna charging a tornado. No, she's actually roaming. We're gonna ping them away. Now we just push this lane. Maybe they are leaving lanes unoffended. Partially. I mean, there is Kai'Sa here. She overstays, though. Yeah, she's overstayed, probably. Actually, I'm taking a lot of damage from her. There we go. Yeah, goddamn, I did not expect her burst. Oh, she has BF sword. That is more burst than I would have expected, because I didn't look at her build. But yeah, that would give her a lot of burst with her Q and her W, which both have high AD ratios. Whoa. Shit, I don't have flash, so if this is for me, I'm probably screwed. I guess it's not for me, though, thank god. But now I'll just commit to the store, because we have no idea where that is. Wait, where was it? What the? Wait, was that actually supposed to be for me, but it was just out of range? Maybe. That'd be weird, though. Because I wasn't even trying to run away. How could he possibly fuck it up that bad? That must be something that I didn't see. Oh no, the Milio keep pushed her out of range. Shit. Okay, I could really do with basing. Maybe I'll shove another wave before I base, though. No, there's an objective up. I don't want to, like, delay my base to go and help them, though, but I do need to make sure that I get back on the map ASAP. I do want to wait for this BF sword, though. It would be a shame not to base on BF sword here. Perfect. So at this point, I'm dealing 339 damage for my W, which is not bad. I don't know how it compares to how much Ashe W would have done before. I also don't know the exact numbers, and, like, is it only stronger in the early game and then falls off? Possibly, because it basically doesn't scale until level 18 anymore. It peaks now, at least in terms of base damage, it peaks at level 9. Since it no longer scales with base AD, only with base damage and with bonus AD. But at the very least, up until now, it has been dealing, at least post BF sword base, more damage than it would have on previous patches. Especially given the build. We gotta make sure we don't overextend here, though. Yeah, they could try and catch us out. That might be for Milio. It is indeed for Milio, so Nocturne has wasted his ult already. It's not worth ulting, though. I can't save him with my ult. We could try and cancel our base, though. Yeah, this red buff, I don't need to go for it. It's already going to be global. There's not much for me to do then. I suppose I could have gone for wolves. Oh, that turret wasn't dead yet. Huh. That's kind of unfortunate. Nobody got the local gold. Nocturne might have ult again by now. I'm not entirely sure. I got Garen behind me right now at least, and I've nearly got flash up. I one-shot that. Wait, this red buff isn't global? Wait, is it not global until 25 minutes in now? I suppose so. Fair enough then. Yeah, there might be a Nocturne fish check here. Or we can just potentially collapse on him if he's doing blue or if he's doing wolves. Blue is down. Perfect. I got his blue buff too. Not a huge deal, but it's nice, and the bigger deal will be getting the streak now. Alright, I'm gonna go bot, because if I just leave this farm to Ahri, I mean, this is clearly gonna be dead before Ahri gets here. The only chance of our team getting this wave is if I'm the one that goes for it, so for now I'll just leave Ahri to go mid. Not that there's much farm for her there either, apparently, but I thought there would be. Either way, I can shove in another wave. Okay, so someone's defending here, I'll save my Q. Focusing Ashe, Kai'Sa. Perfect, Kai'Sa just definitely went in way too deep there that I could just ult her like that. Jesus. Nice one, guys. Okay, that was a really good fight. And I could definitely feel the increased damage, but the damage is really going to be noticeably so much better once we have Infinity Edge. Which is always the case for Ashe. I mean, you could always build Infinity Edge if you really wanted to maximize your DPS in the mid to late game, but... Oh, wow, you're kidding me. They're just gonna FF here. Well, anyway, I think that does give you a basic idea of how to play Ashe on this patch. Obviously, emphasis on your auto attacks are really weak right now in the early game, so you don't try and play Ashe as a, like, auto-attacking lane bully as you did in previous patches. You kind of skill up until, like, level 5, level 7, then your W starts to do massive damage, especially after BF Sword. And especially at level 9, you can see that the Kai'Sa just couldn't deal with the W poke at all. Was very quick to take her down to like 60% HP without getting hit back at all. Yeah, that's how you play Ashe on patch 25.4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it educational. If you want to see more like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.